The high levels of pollution trapped underneath the high pressure, which is clearly evident across the continent and here in the UK. In fact, it's a rather large area of high pressure. Not unusual to see the Siberian high being so dominant. Smog, as you say, sort of smoke and fog. This is the levels of pollution instead. So you can see our graphics behind us, actually, which has got we've got that easterly feed. We've had that easterly feed for several days, in fact, and it will slowly get cut off, actually, which is good news for the next couple of days. So actually today already we're seeing conditions improve somewhat across the southeast of England because we're picking up more of a North Sea flow. So that's tending to clear things up as you get them coming off the sea rather than the land. And then that weather system that we saw moving southwards will tend to clear things up gradually from the northwest over the next couple of days. So we need to change our wind direction. It's often due to the time of year. The amount of sunshine can help. If you get sunshine as well, that can set off convection, that can spread the pollution up through a deeper layer of the atmosphere, effectively diluting it. But we've had it trapped under a fairly low inversion across parts of Europe as well as the UK for several days underneath that high pressure pulling it in.
So for those with breathing problems, which bits of the country are going to be particularly hit by this? Today,
central and western areas are worse. They're the higher levels. As I say, south and east Anglia, they're starting to lift. If you see it hazy out there, that's an indication that conditions are not so great. So already conditions are improving, the visibilities are improving, for example, across East Anglia, so that means that the situation is improving, and hopefully that next weather front moving down from the north, although it's a weak affair, it will tend to clear things up, just clean up the bottom levels of the atmosphere, if you like.
Now, a lot of people are going to be thinking about this time tomorrow for the partial solar eclipse and how best to see it, and indeed whether they'll be able to see it. Is it too early to say what the conditions will be like?
No, but it's not straightforward, as is often the case with the British weather. There are, as you saw, weak weather fronts coming down, so they might not be normally talking points, but we're talking about them for clearing air pollution and the fact that they have got layers of cloud with them, which could inhibit the view for some. So at the moment, the better chance of seeing it looks as if it's going to be across parts of Wales, the Midlands, perhaps the southwest of England. Again, we've got that weather front in the north, but behind it, hopefully, we'll see some clearer skies coming through, but it's not going to be gin clear. That's, I think, the message to get across. But there is a good chance that hopefully the layers of cloud will be thin enough so you'll feel the effect and you might actually be able to see a little bit of it as well.